stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. All right. Click, 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 click. You guys like to, you get to hear that nice and loud too, because it's next to my microphone, huh? Sorry, Charlie. Friday. Yeah. I started this a few minutes early also, so God, everything's backwards. It drives me crazy. Watch out for orbs. If you see one, let me know. Maybe just sit here to watch for orbs. I keep getting them over here. Not always, though. Sometimes they're over here. So, guess I could get started on some things. It's Cinco de Mayo, right? I'll be pulling some stuff from another show. It's called the Leisure Podcast. My friend Scott. He and Jackie Selby have a show. They're a lot of fun to listen to. They are. You should give them a chance. I like to listen to it. I just put them on and smoke a cigarette and kind of listen. But they brought up this. Jackie brought up this thing called hopeism, and I thought it was fantastic. So I'm going to steal it. What she was talking about is this is about the time of, because we have presidential debates coming up and things like that. This is about the time that hopeism starts. And, there are people out there that provide false hope. It's not real. Okay? Nobody can really provide you with that. Okay? They can show it to you. They can show you hope, but they cannot provide it to you. So, well, did everybody just think this was a boring topic? We gotta talk on the boring stuff too. Actually, Tradition 8's really cool. So, all right, let's get started. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host today. Then I'm going to go mow the lawn. I make Fridays lawn mowing day. Lawn mowing day Fridays. All right, and if you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching live or the rewatch, right now it's just me and my kitty cat Sebastian. So, yeah, cool stuff. Sorry, I'm just wasting some time. Kitten, will you stop that, please? All right, let's get started. Tradition 8. Probably won't be reading all of it. No, we'll see. I never know what's going to happen. So, Tradition 8, Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Alcoholics Anonymous will never have a professional class. We have gained some understanding of the ancient words, freely ye have received, freely give. We have discovered that at the point of professionalism, money and spirituality do not mix. And to this day, they do not. They just don't. Spirituality and money do not mix. Ingrid, it is good to see you, honey. Yeah. You'll probably see me, you'll see me at the nooner here and there. I'm trying to figure out what days I'm going to be going because I might be starting a new meeting. So just kind of let you know what I'm up to, Ingrid. We have discovered, almost no recovery from alcoholism has ever been brought about the world's best professionals, whether medical or religious. We do not decree professionalism in other fields, but we accept the sober fact that it does not work for us. Every time we have tried to professionalize our 12th step, the result has been exactly the same. Our singleness of our single purpose has been defeated, and that single purpose is to get other people sober. Right? Now you know why I don't make any money. Okay? Because there are some people that can make this division. I have a very, very hard time with it. I do. See, since I don't wear different hats, there is no peer support recovery coach Dion. There's just Dion. And I don't wear other things. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be me in everything that I'm doing. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want to be me. Okay. When I seem to take on those other roles, it just doesn't feel the same, man, for me. It really doesn't. So, alcoholics simply will not listen to a paid 12-stepper. When I was working in detox, that was tough for me because my job was to 12-step these people. That was essentially my job. Try and get them help, right? That's 12-stepping, is it not? I had to throw a rag at the cats because they're being kitty cats. Yep. Anybody want a couple kitty cats for a week? Just a week. Just take them off my hands for a week. All right, let's get back to this. Almost from the beginning, we have been positive that face-to-face work with the alcoholic who suffers could be based only on the desire to help and be helped. When an AA talks for money, whether at a meeting or to a single newcomer, it can have a very bad effect on him too. The money motive compromises him in everything he says and does for his prospect. This has always been so obvious that only a very few AAs have ever worked a 12-step for a fee. And no, cats will do that. And no, Ingrid's a mother. No. That was fun to look up to. Yeah, taking money for 12-stepping is just, I have a hard time. That's why I have a hard time with recovery coaching. It crosses that line. Okay? If all you were doing was giving out resources, that would be great, but that's not what's happening. Even as a peer support specialist, I found it very, very hard to be the actual 12-stepper that I am while making money. I couldn't do it. It drove me out. One of the reasons that it drove me out. Okay. And that wasn't on anybody. That was me. I want you to know that. Aurora Mental Health is awesome. I love them. They're too big for their own darn britches, but they're a good company. All right. Well, they don't want to listen. They think they have their answer. Okay. But their success rate is so. All right. See, going in there, I was working there, and they didn't even have AA literature. Right? And I bring up, well, we need AA literature. And I would hear from my other peer support specialists, AA isn't the only way. That's all I ever heard from them. AA is not the only way. I'm like, no shit, but you're doing nothing. You have nothing. I was brought in because I am AA. So let's get some meetings going. After I left, those few meetings fell apart. Yeah. Because I wasn't there to whoosh, whoosh. Despite this certainty, it is nevertheless true that few subjects have been the cause of more contention within our fellowship than professionalism. Okay. So here they're talking about cash changing hands. See, it's a little different now. Now what we do is we ask people for their insurance. That's what they do. Get your insurance card. Oh, it's free. Let me tell you something. If it uses your insurance, that is not free. Maybe free to you. Okay. Pay taxes? Oh, then it ain't free. It isn't free. You just think it's free because you're not paying any money at the current time, but you've paid money for it. So no, it's not free to you. Still isn't. Why we take it that way, I don't know, but we do. All right, now we're going to talk about other people who try and take care of us. Caretakers who swept floors, cooks who fried hamburgers, secretaries in offices, authors writing books, all we have seen hotly assailed because they were, as critics angrily remarked, making money out of AA. I don't feel that a lot of them are. I feel like there's a lot of therapists out there that really want to help. They do. You don't get into that field for money. You don't. So if a therapist, it's not my side, Chris. We're okay. I'm sorry. I don't know how to help Chris. I guess I could write a chat. All right. Thank you for letting me do that. See, I can't help. I gotta help. Okay. If one of my people can't hear, then yeah. I like helping people. See, and that's really what it comes down to. See, all of this was given awesome. See. And that you didn't miss much, Chris. So good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. And what I was just saying is that's a great example. You know, I have that knowledge, but am I going to charge Chris $1 for helping him like that? Because that's how some people in the program work. It's how recovery coaches work. They're always looking for the money. See, when your recovery coach job is your money maker, then it kind of becomes something different. Okay. I don't think that anybody should be a full-time recovery coach. I don't think anybody should be making more than $1,000 a month off of this gig. Okay. I just don't. Okay. Because then what happens, okay, did you know that there's a monopoly in recovery going on right now? It's happening. There's a monopoly. You know what that means. Okay. It's not just, monopoly is not just a game, my folks, my friends. Okay. A monopoly means they have all the damn resources. They took it all, and it's government. You cannot make a fucking move anymore. You just can't. And I'm going to tell you, it scares the crap out of me. It does. All right. So let's talk about the people that helped us right here. So they're talking caretakers who swept floors, cooks who fried hamburgers, secretaries and authors writing books. All these have seen hotly assailed because they were, as critics angrily remarked, making money out of AA. ignoring the fact that these laborers were not 12-step jobs at all. These critics attacked a professionals, these workers of ours who were often doing thankless tasks that no one else would do. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. You ain't going to make it without the professionals. You won't. You will not get long-term, happy, joyous sobriety without your professionals. Period. Quit treating them like crap. Start with your primary care physician. Be honest. Be honest with your primary care physician. Okay? If you don't trust people, then set a meet and greet appointment with them. Get to know them. Go get a physical. Okay? But you've got to be honest with these professionals or they can't help you. Okay? My therapist is female, almost 20 years younger than me. And I did that on purpose. I wanted a young female. Okay? Because I'm going through some things and that generation will help me. I'm thinking more than any other generation right now because I can't rely on my own. Gen Xers don't talk about their feelings. That's why I don't have many friends. Okay? It's hard to find people like me. All right. So ignoring the fact that they did all of this for us while we sat in our beds, detoxing, bitching and complaining that we're not getting what we want. See, this is what they have to listen to all day. From adults. So try to be a little bit nicer to them, would you? They deserve our respect. All right. Even great fervors were provoked when AA members began to run rest homes and farms for alcoholics. When some hired out to corporations as personal men in charge of the alcoholic problem in the industry, when some became nurses on alcoholic wards, when others entered the fields of alcohol education, in all these instances and more, it was claimed that AA knowledge and experience were being sold for money. Hence, these people too were professionals. See, I know plenty of people. I know a lot of sober therapists. I know a lot. Okay? And they're different. See, bone dings, you reach for it. No. Big fool. Just got a little bit of relief. That was kind of nice. At last, however, a plane of cleavage could seem between professional and non-professionalism. When we agreed that the 12th step couldn't be sold for money, we had been wise. But when we declared that our fellowship couldn't hire service workers, nor could AA member carry our knowledge into other fields, we were taking the counsel of fear which today has been largely dispelled in the light of experience. Okay? So it's kind of a personal thing. Okay? But there is this thing called ethics. And it's very big in our field. I shouldn't say our field because I ain't in it no more. I'm getting out. I am not going to go work for another company that does recovery because I can't. Take the case of the club janitor and cook. If a club is going to function, it has to be habitable and hospitable. We tried volunteers who were quickly disenchanted with sleeping fours and brewing coffee 7 days a week. They just didn't show up. Even more important, the empty club couldn't answer his telephone. But it was an open invitation to a drunk on a bench who possessed a spare key. So somebody had to look after the place full time. If we hired an alcoholic, he'd receive only what he'd have to pay non-alcoholic for the same job. The job was not to do 12-step work. It was to make 12-step work possible. It was a service position, pure and simple. Here's our answer, friends. And this is what I love about step 8. Trudging together is based off, did I say step? Tradition 8. It's literally based off tradition 8. What does trudging together do? We create service work. It's what we do. We create service work. What we do is we create that service work, because telling your story is service work. And what we've done is we've created a safe space for those people to do that service work. Okay? We do other things. We're going out in the community. Phone's ringing. I got to check. Oh, scam likely. Would you like to do this with me? Okay. I mess with scammers, but they usually don't answer. I want to, but I don't even know what that is. See, I shouldn't have even looked. Neither could AA itself function without full-time workers. Okay? So the World Service Center, the people that answer the phones and stuff there are non-alcoholic. Okay? Good. We need to trust they're coming in. No, do we not? Isn't that person very, very important to us? That person's very important. But they're not any more important than, oh no, running a meeting. Going and approaching the newcomer. Creating new meetings. Creating new service work. So that is entirely step 12. Creating new service work. And you're capable of doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun. Because what you get to do is you get to find out people's passions. Then you help them with that passion in recovery. It's just a nice, simple road for everybody. Okay. At the foundation and intergroup offices, we couldn't employ non-alcoholic as secretaries. We had to have people who knew the AA pitch. Oh, we couldn't employ non-alcoholics as secretaries. My bad. I was wrong. I think my dyslexia mixed it up. But now I know. So actually, yeah, the secretaries are alcoholic because they needed to know the pitch. Doesn't that sound awfully salesy? Step 8 is the sales report. We're in sales. Do you know what sales is? It's attraction. As a salesperson, I didn't go in and sell my product. I sold me. I sold them on the fact that I'm me and you can trust what I'm saying. That's sales. Product's just a reason to talk. Okay? I've done nothing but recovery and sales my whole life. What does that tell you? I'm really good at helping people. Okay? I was a horrible salesperson. Okay? In the fact that if they didn't need it, I wouldn't pitch it. If they didn't need it, I wouldn't fucking pitch it. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to convince them to go into something that they don't need. See, I sold credit card machines. It's hard to be honest and do that. Even when you're drinking. All right. But the minute we hired them, the ultra-conservative and fearful ones showed professionalism. At one period, the status of these faithful servants was almost unbearable. They weren't asked to speak at AA meetings because they were making money out of AA. At times, they were actually shunned by fellow members. Even the charitably disposed described them as a necessary evil. Committees took full advantage of this attitude and to depress their salaries. what does the amount of the money have to do with it? See, what they're doing by bringing down their salary is to make them quit. Okay? Yeah, sales is hard. Recovery is hard. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We're all salespeople. All of us. We're just not selling used cars. We're selling life. We're selling hope. Fuck, we're giving it away. You do that. I'm sorry, I didn't see that, Ingrid. I hope I didn't miss you. You have a good day too. Thank you. All right. We're gonna be wrapping this up here shortly. I didn't realize 25 minutes had passed. They could regain some measure of virtue, it was thought, if they worked for AA real cheap. You know? These notions persisted for years. Then we saw that if a hardworking secretary answered a phone dozens of times a day, listened to 20 wailing wives, arranged hospitalization, got sponsorship for 10 newcomers, and was gently diplomatic with the irate drunk who complained about the job she was doing and how she was overpaid, then such a person could surely not be called a professional. She was not professionalizing the 12th step. She was making it possible. Do you think that new members just appear out of the fucking air? No. So when you're out there bitching that BBC has a new show out, which is totally legit, or you see that AA has a billboard out, stop running your mouth about it and putting it down. Because I tell you right now, the same people that complain about that stuff are the same people I don't see at detox meetings and all the other stuff that we do. All right. She was helping to give the man coming in the door the break he ought to have. Volunteer committeemen and assistants could be of great help, but they could not be expected to carry the load day in and day out. So thank God for our professionals, including the ones in recovery that are doing it the right way. I love those people. I love those people. I love them because it's hard to do. Okay? It's hard to do. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a great day. I love you. Peace out and have a day.